exact same brutal exercises performed by legends like Mike Tyson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and more. In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful exercises used by the world's greatest athletes to build insane strength, endurance, and explosive power. These aren't just any workouts. These are the battle-tested movements that built champions, and the best part, you can do them too. And make sure you watch until the end, because the final exercise is the most groundbreaking of them all, used by Brock Lesnar, one of the most dominant fighters and athletes of all time. Let's dive in. What if one exercise could help you build explosive power and endurance? Like Mike Tyson, Tyson wasn't just a heavyweight champion, he was a machine. His training wasn't about looking good, it was about breaking his opponents, both mentally and physically. Tyson's goal was simple: to be in better shape than anyone he stepped into the ring with. But when Tyson was in prison with no access to weights or fancy equipment, he turned to one of the most brutal and effective bodyweight exercises: the Mike Tyson push-up. This wasn't your average push-up. It combined strength, endurance, and coordination into one brutal movement. Start in a push-up position, but with your feet close to your hands, almost in a crouch stance. Lower yourself into a deep push-up, then rock back onto your heels, keeping your hands in place. This motion shifts the tension across your entire body, then push forward again into the starting position. Repeat this movement for 15 to 30 reps, keeping the motion controlled and fluid. But why was this exercise so effective for Tyson? A 2017 study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that dynamic push-up variations like Tyson's improve upper body power by recruiting more fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the same fibers responsible for explosive strength, like delivering a knockout punch, which is exactly what Tyson needed in the final rounds of a fight, like the video. If this helps, and subscribe for weekly science-based training. Can you get NFL strong without ever touching a weight? Herschel Walker was one of the most dominant athletes in NFL history, known for his explosive speed, incredible endurance, and superhuman strength. He wasn't just a football star, he also competed in MMA, sprinting, and even ballet. But the most shocking part, he never lifted weights. He started his everyday body weight routine as a teenager and stayed consistent for decades. The exact routine, it's more intense than most people could ever imagine, and you'll want to know why it worked. A 2016 study in Frontiers in Physiology found that high-rep bodyweight training increases mitochondria in muscle cells, boosting endurance and helping muscles last longer under fatigue. It also improves capillary density, meaning muscles get more oxygen and nutrients for better stamina and faster recovery. So what did Walker's actual routine look like every single day? He performed over 1,500 push-ups, 2,000 sit-ups, along with hundreds of pull-ups and bodyweight squats. Begin with 50 to 100 push-ups every other day. Focus on form and increase reps over time. For pull-ups, start with 5 to 10 reps or use resistance bands if needed for sit-ups. And squats, aim for as many quality reps as possible, gradually increasing over time. Walker's routine wasn't complicated, but it was brutal, and that's why it worked. One exercise could completely transform your shoulders, giving them the size, shape, and strength of a champion. Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't just a bodybuilder. He was a time Mr. Olympia, a movie icon, and a symbol of raw, powerful strength. But early in his career, his shoulders were holding him back. They lacked the full round shape that could dominate a stage, and in a sport judged by perfection, that was enough to hold him back from victory. So he created his own brutal twist. The Arnold press, a movement designed to hit every angle and force his shoulders to grow. But what made it so effective goes deeper than just lifting weights. A study published in the Journal of Sport Rehabilitation found that rotational movements significantly increase activation in the anterior and lateral deltoids. This means the Arnold press doesn't just target the front of the shoulders, but also the sides, giving you that full rounded look that defines powerful shoulders. These are critical for keeping the shoulder joint stable and healthy. Start by holding a pair of dumbbells in front of you at shoulder height with your palms facing your chest as you press the weights overhead. Rotate your palms outward, then reverse the motion as you lower the dumbbells. Repeat for 10 to 12 controlled reps, focusing on smooth, continuous movement, rep after rep. It's how Arnold built the shoulders that became a symbol of strength and power. the one exercise that will expose your weaknesses in seconds. Bobby Maximus wasn't just a fighter, he was a force, a former UFC competitor, elite fitness coach and strength athlete known for pushing his body beyond its limits. But early in his career, inside the sweat-soaked walls of MMA gyms, Bobby faced a problem. He had strength, but not the stamina to survive round after round in the cage. And for Bobby, losing wasn't an option. He needed something brutal. After countless hours of searching, he found it: burpees. It became his daily ritual, his weapon against fatigue. But what made it so effective? A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that burpees significantly improve V2 max, a measure of how efficiently your body uses oxygen. During intense exercise, it is your body's maximum oxygen uptake, how much oxygen it can deliver to your muscles during intense activity. A higher means you can perform at a higher intensity for longer without fatiguing. Burpees activate almost every major muscle group at once, forcing the body to develop power, endurance, and coordination simultaneously. Here's how to do it. Drop into a squat and place your hands on the floor. Kick your feet back into a push-up position. Perform a push-up, then explode upward into a jump. Aim for 20 or more reps per set. For Bobby Maximus, burpees weren't just a workout, they were a test of will, proving that true strength is built in the mind as much as the body. The one exercise that forged Brock Lesnar's unstable power. Brock Lesnar wasn't just born strong. He built his strength through relentless, brutal training, a UFC heavyweight champion, NCAA wrestling champion, and WWE superstar. Lesnar is known for his freakish power and raw intensity, but strength alone wasn't enough in training. Lesnar realized that power means nothing if it fades. Under pressure, he needed strength that would last. He pushed harder, lifted heavier, ran longer. Nothing broke him like the tool he found next the sledgehammer. How did something so simple become a cornerstone of his power? A study in the Journal of Strength Research found that rotational power exercises like sledgehammer swings significantly improve an athlete's ability to transfer force from the lower to the upper body, and that's crucial for combat sports and explosive movements. It also strengthens the posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, and lower back while building core stability and GI grip strength. And it's a killer fat burner, combining strength and cardio in one intense movement. Start with a lighter hammer to master the form, then gradually increase the weight. Focus on controlled explosive swings, aiming for 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps per side. Lesnar didn't build his dominance with fancy machines. He built it by swinging a sledgehammer until his muscles burned and his body screamed to stop. And now, you know 5 of them. The question is, are you ready to take on the challenge? Training like a super athlete, using the exact same brutal exercise